#born lucky, the 4 birth hours that come with a built-in wealth treasury, and what to do if you weren't. Let's start with a simple question. What is a wealth treasury? Treasury means vault. Wealth means money. A vault for money. Simple enough, right? Some people spend their whole lives making great money, and it slips right through their fingers. Left hand in, right hand out. Their pocket might as well have a hole in it. That's the textbook definition of someone born without a wealth treasury in their chart. Then there's the other kind. They don't necessarily earn more than anyone else, but somehow it sticks. Year after year, it piles up. By the time they're old, they've got more than they could ever spend. That's someone with a wealth treasury. Is it important? Of course it's important. Making money is one skill. Keeping it is another. And keeping it, that's the real art. In the Bazi system, the Chinese art of destiny analysis, your birth time is built from the heavenly stems and earthly branches. For pillars, year, month, day, and hour. That hour pillar, it governs much of what happens to you later in life. And it determines whether your wealth can actually enter the vault. Here's where the brilliance of Chinese wisdom comes in. The ancient sages divided the day into 12 two-hour periods. Out of those 12, 4 come with a built-in wealth treasury. If you were born in one of these 4 windows, congratulations. You walked into this life with a treasure bowl that most people don't have. The road to prosperity has always been a little smoother for you. #, the first treasury hour. Cho, 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. The metal vault. Most people are fast asleep at this hour. But if you were born between 1 and 3 a.m., you carry something special. In Bazi terms, Cho is the vault of metal. And metal, what does metal represent? Righteousness, decisiveness, and wealth itself. People born in the Cho hour carry a metal treasury. Here's what that looks like in a real life. Their early years, usually not easy. Metal doesn't come out of the ground as a sword. It's ore. It needs fire. It needs pounding. It needs to be forged. So people born under Cho often have a thin connection with their family of origin. Their parents might have been too busy, or the household wasn't wealthy, or they simply didn't get much support. It's like a chunk of high-grade iron or sitting in a field. Without the furnace, without the hammer, it's just a rock. So here's the pattern. This type of person has to leave. They have to leave their hometown and go build something somewhere else. If you stay home, the ore stays or forever. But once you go out into the world, once life throws you into the furnace of hard jobs, failed businesses, difficult people, the fire keeps burning, the hammer keeps striking, and slowly, that ore becomes a blade. The edge starts to show. Because these people tasted hardship early, they treasure things differently. They're solid, reliable, they keep their word. This is the essence of metal. If they promise you something, it gets done. So in their youth, they're not accumulating money. They're accumulating character, reputation, trust. Then, when middle age arrives and their luck cycle shifts, boom, that vault door swings open. All that accumulated trust and reputation converts into opportunity. When a big project comes up, they're the first person anyone thinks of. Because they're dependable, their career launches, they rise fast, and the money they make is solid money, not speculative, not lucky, but earned and stable. Eventually, name and fortune, both. They build something significant. So if you were born in the Cho hour, don't be afraid of the tough early years. That suffering is doing something. It's widening the door of your treasury. It's forging the key that will eventually unlock it. #, the second treasury hour. Chun, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. The water vault. The sun has just risen. The dragon lifts its head. In destiny analysis, Chun is the vault of water. And water, among the 5 elements, governs wisdom. People born in the Chun hour have exceptional minds. Sharp, quick, far-sighted. Now think about a reservoir. Full, overflowing. That's the image. People born in this hour are often born into comfort. Their family background tends to be strong. The ancestors accumulated merit. The parents are accomplished people. From day one, their treasury isn't empty. It comes with water already in it. It's full. The way these people pursue wealth is the complete opposite of the Cho-hour type. They don't fight alone. They always seem to have benefactors around them, especially elders. Their parents, uncles, family connections, the road is often paved before they even start walking. Whatever they want to pursue, the resources and network are there to back them up. Is that fair? Doesn't matter. It's what they were born with. But having help isn't enough. You still have to be worthy of it. And this is where Cho-hour people truly shine. They're smart enough to use what they're given. They don't squander the family fortune like a reckless heir. Instead, they take that first bucket of water their family gave them, and they use it to dig a bigger river. More water flows in. The reservoir grows, so they can rise very young. Success comes early. I've seen many charts like this, barely past 30, already running their own company, thriving. The way they speak, the way they frame things, it's different from ordinary people. That's the wisdom of the water vault showing. And here's the thing, they don't stagnate. They don't get comfortable just because they succeeded young. Water flows. It never stops moving. So their thinking keeps evolving. By late life, their fortune actually gets even better. They hit another peak. And by then, it's not about money anymore, it's about purpose. A vision. So if you were born in the Cho-hour, your innate advantages are enormous. Thank your parents. Use your intelligence wisely. Guard the wealth. Deploy it well. Hashtag the third treasury hour. Way, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. The wood vault. Right after lunch. That drowsy afternoon window. In destiny terms, Way is the vault of wood, trees, growth, the energy of spring. And wood, in the 5 elements, governs benevolence, growth, creation, pioneering spirit. People born in the Way hour carry a natural life force. Creative, kind-hearted. Their family background? Usually decent. Not rich, not poor. They never went hungry. But, like the Cho-hour type, their connection to elder support isn't particularly strong. Their parents may love them deeply, but they can't offer much in terms of career or financial backing. The wood treasury is like this. Someone handed you an excellent seed. But the land? You have to clear it yourself. The water? You have to carry it yourself. But here's the nature of wood, it grows. Give it sun, air, and water, and it reaches upward on its own. No one needs to push it. So a Way hour person's greatest asset is their talent. Their mind. These people often have a strong artistic streak or some distinctive skill. Even when they're young, that talent can't stay hidden. It leaks out. Maybe they won an art competition in school. Maybe they invented some little gadget that caught a teacher's eye. They ride that innate gift to an early breakthrough. By their 20s, they might have already earned their first serious money, purely through professional skill. They're not like the others. They don't rely on connections. They don't need capital. They rely on their brain, their creativity. As they age and their experience deepens, that small sapling becomes a towering tree. Their career reaches major heights. This is why so many designers, artists, writers, or masters in highly specialized fields were born in the Way hour. Their wealth literally grows out of their talent, like a tree from a seed. So if you're a Way hour person, don't compare your family background to anyone else's. That's a waste of energy. Your job is to water that creative seed. Make it sprout. Let it grow strong. Your wealth will naturally become more and more abundant. Hashtag the fourth treasury hour. Sue, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. The fire vault. Evening. Dinner is done. Family is together. Outside, the sky has gone dark. In destiny analysis, Sue is the vault of fire. The furnace. Fire's storehouse. Fire governs propriety, passion, light, radiance. People born in the Sue hour are fascinating. Look around, they tend to be strikingly good-looking. The men are handsome. The women are beautiful. Why? Fire is light. It glows. It draws every eye in the room. And it's not just looks. Their IQ and EQ are both off the charts. Talking to them feels good. They read the room effortlessly. They know how to move through social situations. So their natural blessings are abundant. People just like them. But fire has another nature. It's bright. It's also volatile, unstable, hard to control. So Suhour people tend to have a bumpier road in their early financial life. When they're young, they haven't learned to regulate that fire. It burns too hot. Sometimes it scorches them. Sometimes it sparks jealousy in others. They attract petty enemies. So they might experience sudden failures, unexpected reversals. Everything's going smoothly, then wham, something shifts. The money's gone. But here's what makes the fire vault person extraordinary. They have the spirit of a roly-poly toy. You knock it down, pops right back up. You can put out a fire. But if there's even a single spark left, the wind blows and whoosh, it roars back to life. So yes, they go through setbacks, but never for long. They rise again, and each time they come back stronger than before. Because every failure taught them something about controlling the flame, about converting that explosive energy into steady, sustained light and warmth. The Suhour person gets tougher with every fall. Their financial fortune gets better with age. Whatever money they lost before, they earn it back, doubled. Their wealth is like a volcano. It lies dormant for a while. When it erupts, the force is staggering. What kind of work suits them? Anything connected to fire, commerce, technology, the internet, entertainment, arts, culture, education, any field that demands passion, that requires standing in front of people and shining. They belong in the spotlight. The moment they step forward, all eyes turn toward them. That's their gift. So if you were born in the Suhour, don't fear the turbulence of your early path. It was all warming up the furnace, stocking your fire treasury with fuel, preparing you for the great blaze later in life. Hashtag, what if none of these are your hour? I can already hear some of you muttering, "Teacher, I've been reading this whole thing. Cho Chin Wei Su, none of them are my birth hour. So what now? Am I just locked out of the wealth treasury for life? Is it hopeless?" Let me tell you something. Do not think this way, not even for a second. The heart of Chinese wisdom has never been fatalism. It tells you a destiny, but more importantly, it tells you about fortune. There's a saying, your Ming, your inborn destiny, is set by heaven. But your Yun, your fortune, your luck, your path, that is created by you. This is the real wisdom. Your birth hour, your Bazi chart, that's like the factory settings of a car. Some people were born with a wealth treasury, so they got a luxury sedan with a massive trunk. Great for them. You might have gotten a compact car with a smaller trunk. So what? The car is fixed. But the driver? The driver is alive, awake, making choices. The Yun is your driving skill, and the road you choose to take. In Bazi, beyond the inborn chart, there are the 10-year luck cycles, the Dayun, and the annual cycles, the Lu Nian. A Dayun governs 10 years. A Lu Nian governs 1. Even if you weren't born with a wealth treasury, if you enter a luck cycle that carries wealth energy, or if a particular year aligns with a treasury, you can absolutely prosper. When that wealth arrives, nothing stops it. It's like driving your little compact car, and suddenly you merge onto a highway. Clear road, no traffic. You can still go fast. You can still reach the destination. So the point isn't to sit around lamenting that you weren't born in one of those 4 hours. The point is to understand what cycle you're in right now, where your opportunities lie. This is the true purpose of studying destiny. It's called Ji Ming, knowing your destiny, and then Zhao Yun, creating your fortune. If you know this period isn't favorable, be conservative. Study. Build yourself up. Don't make reckless investments. That's called pursuing the auspicious and avoiding the inauspicious. If you know a strong luck cycle is coming in a few years, start preparing now. Hone your professional skills. Cultivate your network. Get your body healthy. So when that wave arrives, you can catch it. You can ride it upward. Because if the opportunity comes and you've done nothing to prepare, it'll glance at you once and keep moving. It won't wait. I say this all the time. When the God of wealth wants to hand you money, you need to have your pockets open. You need to reach out your hands and receive it. If you lie in bed every day cursing your fate, how is money supposed to fly in through the window? It's not possible. So here's the conclusion. Ming is set by heaven. That's the inborn framework. Understand it. Accept it. But Yun is created by you. Your effort, your choices, your character. That is what ultimately determines the height you reach in this life. Catch a favorable Yun. Match it with your own virtue and hard work. And it doesn't matter what hour you were born. You can still live a life of wealth and abundance. That is the real wisdom in studying Chinese culture. That is the true purpose of understanding destiny. Asterisk, this article is for cultural and educational purposes only. Chinese metaphysics is a traditional wisdom system and should not be interpreted as financial or life advice. Asterisk. Explore Laxon's TCM-inspired bracelet collection. Each piece is infused with traditional Chinese herbs like mugwort, rose, and magnolia. Our bracelets are handcrafted using a 9-step ancient herbal process. Discover the power of wearable TCM wellness. Browse the herbal bracelet collection. https://laxeni.com/collections/herbal-bracelet. Learn more about Laxon's story. https://laxeni.com/pages/about-us